gentlemen, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Sim video. Today, we're going to be taking this 777-300ER from Dubai Airport over to Frankfurt. This flight is about 6 hours and 40 minutes, and it's going to be a pretty cool flight for today. We're going to have some amazing views, and, well, getting into Frankfurt is going to get a little cloudy, it's going to get a little rainy, but nothing that we can't handle. So, yeah, it's going to be a pretty cool flight. Really looking forward to it. And, well, only thing left to do is to jump into the plane and get this flight started. Okay, so as you guys can see, we are going to, well, turn on the ADR first. Honestly, I think at this, well, I feel like I should have realized this. I feel like I just don't really have to explain what I'm going to be doing here because, I mean, if you watch my videos, you would know that I do the same procedures every time. And a different aircraft will be coming soon, guys. The 737 is coming to the channel soon, all right? But yeah, I kind of just want to, like, sit with the 777 because this is, like, it's the love of my life. Like, I love this plane, bro. But anyways, I'm over here dreaming about a virtual aircraft. Well, it's a real aircraft as well, so technically you could say it's real. All right, so we have our departures and arrivals for today. So yeah, this flight isn't long, so it's not like incredibly long, like not 10 hours, so we'll be just fine here. All right, so we're gonna put in our departure runway, which is 12 right. It's actually a pretty long runway, so I guess our takeoff speed shouldn't be much of a worry. But if we have to use some extra flaps, then we'll do that. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. On the behalf of Emirates and the entire crew, I'd like to welcome you on board Emirates Flight 47 with service to Frankfurt. Our flight time today is approximately 6 hours and 40 minutes, and we're expecting some smooth sailing, but once we get into Frankfurt, it will be getting a little bumpy. Once we're airborne, I'll update you on our route and expected arrival time. We appreciate your attention as the cabin crew completes their safety demonstration. Please make sure your seatbelts are fastened, your seat backs, and tray tables are in the upright position, and all portable electronic devices are set to airplane mode. Thank you for choosing Emirates. We're looking forward to having you on board and wish you a pleasant flight. All right, so as you guys can see, we are going to start wrapping up things here. We're going to go ahead and set my altitude real quick. Our initial altitude, well, we're going to climb to 5,000 feet first, kind of enjoy Dubai, and then we're going to climb to our cruising altitude. Flight director's on, and then we're going to set our takeoff speeds. Our V2 speed is 168 for today. And then put in our weight here. There we go. Oh, wait, it's just deleted them again. Let me put those back in there. All right. It's crucial to have our takeoff speed so the plane actually knows when to lift off. You're not sitting there just on a runway, potentially about to overrun, and then, yeah, something bad's going to happen. 168. There we go. Okay, 67. Don't matter. All right. We're almost ready for pushback. Okay, we're about to go ahead and start our, well, get the pushback tug. Well, we got to get the parking brake disengaged and then we can start pushing back. But we got our hydraulics turned on. Fuel pumps on. So we don't need the center pumps on today because, I mean, we're not doing like a long flight here. So we don't necessarily need that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start our engines, and then we're gonna go ahead and stop our pushback. It's not perfectly on the line here, but I mean, as long as we got a pushback going, we'll be just fine. And I will be quiet so you guys can hear the G90 start. I mean, for every video I make of these, I mean, you got to hear it. Like it's a good sound, and I highly recommend some headphones too because it's way better with good sound quality headphones. Now let's go ahead and do our flight control tests as well. We want to make sure these control surfaces are sufficient for flying. Okay, our taxi sequence is about to commence. We're gonna let the flaps lower as we taxi. I mean, it's not that big a deal, so that way we're just not sitting here waiting for them to lower because they do take some time. I mean, it's only flaps 5, but I mean, I personally I still don't feel like waiting. All right, we are ready for takeoff. Well, set the clock. Let's hear these G90s roar.
Airspeed's alive. Knots. V1. Rotate. V2. Positive rate of climb.
All right, so the reason why voice crack. The reason why I chose this little departure here is because, well, we get a good view of Dubai and we get to see the tallest building in the world, and also this plane. But look at the Burj Khalifa. That is amazing. Look at, I love how they can just replicate it in the game. Look at that. And it's kind of scary because I don't want to hit it, but I don't know. I feel like I'm good at. I probably shouldn't say that. But anyways, no, guys, just scratch what I said. But that actually looks pretty cool though. Like getting a good view of Dubai is crazy. And look at that. And you can also, I'm pretty sure you can see. Yep, there we go. You can see Dubai Airport to our right. That is amazing. It's like amazing how many views you can get. Like even playing with like a virtual game, you can see so many views. And look at it. Burj Khalifa and all the other buildings around. That's amazing. Love seeing it. I definitely got to do a departure from Dubai again in a future episode. Okay, we have now reached our cruising altitude of 36,000, and I have a montage waiting for y'all here in just a few moments. But look at all the waypoints that we got to go through. I mean, this is only like a 6-hour and 40-minute flight, so I'm not really in the air for quite a long time. But let's get started with this montage. It's now time to initiate our descent, but we got to see what altitude. Okay, 11,000. Let's go to 11,000 feet. So yeah, this descent will be a little bumpy. Like as we get closer to Frankfurt. It is raining a little bit. We got little clouds in the area, but we should be fine. We shouldn't have any real issues when trying to land. But this approach is a little weird. Well, not really. It's still a bit straightforward, but I'm pretty sure we'll be just fine. All right, we are getting closer and closer to Frankfurt, and we're gonna have to complete our little checklist here. We're gonna have to let the flaps go down a little bit, and we're gonna lower the landing gear here in a couple moments. What, a few moments? Actually, I'm gonna do it now. Yeah. See, I love like seeing like the gear extend, like even in real life. It's just so satisfying to watch. I mean, in the game as well. But yeah, as y'all can see, we're kind of fighting winds here. At least we're not in Amsterdam, because let me tell you, Amsterdam is far worse. I guess it only really happens when I'm there. Yeah, so as you guys can see, I can hardly even see the runway, or can't see it at all. But my LNAV has disconnected for some odd reason, so I'm kind of just letting this thing fly. I'm not sure why that even happened. I'm gonna have to check my systems in the 777, because I'm not sure why that just disconnected. Or maybe that's a glitch in the game. But, they need to kind of fix that, because I flew to Chicago and the same thing happened to me, and the plane just veered off the right of the runway. Because that was gonna be the original destination, actually, Dubai to Chicago. But since that happened, I was like, yeah, I'm not putting that in the video. So I decided to do Frankfurt. Maybe my next Emirates flight with the 300 ER is gonna be from Dubai to Tokyo Haneda, or vice versa. It might be Tokyo to Dubai, but yeah, that happened, and I was a little mad. So I had to kind of fly the plane myself. Somehow, I was still able to land perfectly fine. Honestly, I don't know how I did it.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
All right, so this glide slope. Well, let me turn my TV down.
Glide slope.
This glide slope warning is. Oh my gosh, let me cut that off.
5.
I mean, I know the plane is warning me, hey, like, you need to kind of correct yourself, but sometimes, not all the time, sometimes like I don't feel the need to do it because it looks good the way it is. But let me. There we go. Kind of had to give it a little thrust. Yeah, this is See, I wouldn't be in this situation if my LNAV just didn't, like, disconnect. Okay, I'm just joking. I could really hand fly it, like, at last minute, but this should be a pretty cool landing, though. Let's go ahead and be quiet so we can kind of concentrate here.
$100.
60.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Frankfurt. And as you guys can see, the weather is not looking its best today, but I mean, at least we're not, like I mentioned before, at least we're not in Amsterdam, because let me tell you, I would have been getting thrown around left and right. But yeah, that was a pretty successful flight. Thank you guys for joining me. I got to put these flaps up, and I also got to put the speed brake up as well. All right, Frankfurt actually look pretty cool, like for Xbox. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, thank you guys for flying with me. Thank you guys for joining me. See you guys at the gate. All right, finally at the gate. I really need to buy the airport static for real so I can actually see the delivery of these planes. Oh, it's a car right there. You're gonna get blown by my thrust. Okay, that's on him. I'm not the one getting hurt though. Fuel quantity, that's crazy. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter now. We're on the ground, so. All right, shut down both engines. Well, that was a successful flight. I'm gonna go ahead and shut off everything. Well, thank you guys for joining me on this beautiful flight. I'll be doing another one like this. Okay, I can't even speak today. I will be doing another one like this soon, so make sure you guys subscribe. I just smacked the mic. Subscribe, hit the like button, make sure your notifications are on, because if they're not, then there's a problem. Okay, they need to be on so that way you can see my videos, so I can entertain you with some more flights. Well, see you guys then.